guys, we are going into our math book. We're going to be doing this chapter 9 review test, and it's review. We're just going to do the review. Okay, it is on page 551. Here we go. Alexa and Rose read books that have the same number of pages. Alexa's book is divided into 8 equal chapters. Rose's book is divided into 6 equal chapters. Each girl has read 3 chapters of her book. Okay, write a fraction, describe what part of the book each girl read. So what part, we're going to do a fraction, part of the book that each girl read. Okay, that's the first thing we're going to do. So let's look up here. Alexa's book was divided into 8 equal chapters. So I'm going to put Alexa down here. I'm going 1A. And it was 8 equal chapters. Okay, I know that's going to be my denominator because that's the total. It was 8 equal chapters of that total book. Okay, Rose's book is divided into 6 equal chapters. So I'm going to make that a 6. The entire book was divided into 6 parts. Okay, now it says each girl has read 3 chapters of her book. Well, that means that Alexa read 3 out of the 8 and Rose read 3 out of the 6. Okay, so now we know Alexa read 3/8 and Rose read 3/6. Now we need to tell who read more pages. Okay, so let's look here. Different denominator, same numerator. So now we look at the size of the pieces. 8ths, that means that it's going to be cut up into the smaller pieces, right? Than the 6ths. So the 3/8 is going to be less. So who read more? It's going to be Rose, because the pieces, the chapters, are larger. Okay? You can also do 3/8 and 3/6 if you need to. So 3 times 8 is 24. 3 times 6 is 18. So this is the larger one. Okay? All right, here we go. David, Maria, and Simone are shading same size index cards for a science project. David shaded 2/4 of his index card. Okay, Maria shaded 2/8 of her index card, and Simone shaded 2/6 of her index card. For 2A through 2D, choose yes or no to indicate whether the comparisons are correct. Okay, we have 2/4 and 2/8, just like up here. The numerators are the same, the denominators are different. So we look at the sizes of the pieces. 4ths are going to be larger because the pieces are larger. So this is true. Okay, the next one. 2/8 is greater than 2/6. Well, look at that. The numerator is the same, so we have to look at the denominator. Are 8ths going to be larger than 6? No, it's going to be smaller because the pieces are smaller. So that is not true. 2/6 is less than 2/4. Well, if you look at the pieces, the 6ths are going to be smaller than 4ths. So yes, that is true. Okay? 2/8 equals 2/4. Well, that doesn't even make sense because we don't even have the same size pieces. Okay, so that is a no. All right, let's go on to, we're going to skip number 3. Let's go to number 5. Okay. A nature center offers 2 guided walks. The morning walk is 2/3 mile. The evening walk is 3/6 mile. Which walk is shorter? That's my first question. Which walk is shorter? Okay, so we have 2/3 and we have 3/6. Explain how you use the model to find the answer. Well, right here, it's got thirds and it's got sixths. So let's just go ahead and shade 2 of those thirds. This is 2 thirds. And then we're going to do 3 sixths. 1, 2, 3. That's your 3 sixths. Which one is shorter? Yeah, just by looking at the amount that's shaded, this is going to be smaller. It's a shorter walk. So the evening walk. Okay. It says which walk. So you have to tell them the evening one is 3 6. Okay. All right. Next one. Chun lives 3/8 mile from school. Gail lives 5/8 mile from school. Use the fractions and symbols to show which distance is longer. All right. So we have 3/8 and we have 5/8. Oh, how wonderful. Our denominators are the same, so all you have to do is look at the number of pieces. Okay, so we know that this is going to be more, because if you have 3/8 and I have 5/8, I know I'm going to have more. So I'm going to put 5/8 is greater than 3/8. Okay, you can also do it the other way. You could say 3/8, but you have to make sure to show that it is less than, oops, you can see it, is less than 5/8. Okay? All right. Let's go to number 8. Yep, we're skipping one. Tom rode his horse 4/6 of a mile. Liz rode her horse for an equal distance. What is the equivalent fraction that describes how far Liz rode? Use the models to show your work. So this one is broken up into 6 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If we show Tom, he rode 4 of those 6. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now look at the amount that's shaded over here. We're trying to shade the same parts. Do you see how this is left? Let's leave this and shade these. Shade the other part of the circle. Okay, how many parts did I shade? I shaded 2 out of 3, right? This I shaded 4, 6. Is that equivalent? Yes. Okay, if you need to, you could do 4, 6 and 2 thirds. You can do the butterfly method and be 12 and 12, or you can say, hey, well, 2 times 2 is 4, 3 times 2 is 6. So these would both be equal. All right, let's go to the next one. Avery prepares. I can't see it very well. Let me try and move it. There we go. Avery prepares 2 equal-sized oranges for the bats at the zoo. One dish has 3/8 of an orange, another dish has 2/8 of an orange. Which dish has more orange? Show your work. Well, you have one dish, which is 3/8, and you have another dish, which is 2/8. Well, it has the same denominator. So if I have an orange, I have 2 oranges, right? And I break them up into 8s. In Mrs. Keith's world, these are all equal. Okay? And I shade 3 of those, 1, 2, 3. It's going to be more than if I just shade 2 of them. Okay, so which dish has more orange? 3/8 orange. Okay? All right. Moving on up. Number 10. Jenna painted 1/8 of one side of a fence. Mark painted 1/6 of the other side of the fence. Use greater than, equal to, or less than to compare the parts they painted. So we have Jenna who painted 1/8, and we have Mark who painted 1/6. Who painted more? Well, these are the unit fractions. So now we just look at the pieces. The eighths are going to be smaller. Okay, so it says, use this. Yep, so 1/8 is less than 1/6. All right, 11. Bill used 1/3 cup of raisins and 2/3 cup of banana chips to make a snack. For 11A through 11D, select true or false for each comparison. 1/3 is greater than 2/3. Well, no, they're both thirds, and you know that if you have 2 of those pieces and I only have 1, I'll have less, so that is false. 2/3 equals 1/3. No, that's false too. Okay, 1/3 is less than 2/3. Well, we just said that. If I have 1 of those pieces and you have 2 of the same size pieces, you're going to have more. So that is true. 2/3 is greater than 1/3. Yep, that's just switched around. Good job. All right, let's go to 15. I know, we're jumping, aren't we? We are jumping. There's a reason for it, and you'll find out in a little bit. Mavis mixed 2/4 quart of apple juice with 1/2 of cranberry juice. Compare the fractions. Choose the symbol that makes the statement true. So look at this, 2/4 and 1/2. You should be able to see that and see that they are equivalent, because 2 plus 2 is 4, 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 is half of 4, 1 is half of 2. They are equivalent. If you don't know that, then do your butterfly method. Okay, to find out, is the number the same? If it is, then it is equal. Okay? Pat has 3 pieces of fabric that measures 3/6, 5/6, and 2/6 yards long. Write the lengths in order from least to greatest. Okay, so let's look at those. We have 3/6, 5/6, and 2/6. They all have the same denominator. So you just look at the numerator. The 2 is the smallest one. Then it goes up to 3/6. Then it goes to 5/6. Okay? You just go in number order if the denominators are the same. All right. Let's see. We're almost done. 17. Cora measures the heights of 3 plants. Draw a line to match each height on the left to the word on the right that describes its place in the order of heights. Okay, well, let's look at this. We have 4/6, 4/4, and 4/8. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the denominators are not the same, but the numerators are. So now we look at the size of the pieces. Okay, when we're talking about the unit fraction, which piece is the smallest? Well, it will be the 8, because it is broken up into more pieces, and the pieces are going to be smaller. Okay, that is the least. What's going to be the biggest one? Well, this one right here, because even looking at it, you know that it's going to be one whole anyway, right? But there's less, it's broken up into less pieces. Okay, so the pieces are going to be bigger. So that means that 4/6 is in between. All right, and then we're going to do the last one. Sam went for a ride on a sailboat. The ride lasted 3/4 of an hour. What fraction is equivalent to 3/4? You have 3/4, right? You can do this a number of ways, but it gives you a model. Okay? If this is broken up into 4 parts, do you see it? 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 4/4. There's 3 of those fourths. but then it breaks it up even farther. Do you see that? So how many parts is it broken up into? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out of 6, 7, 8. 8 parts, 6 eighths. Now another way we could have done that is you could have multiplied both of those by 2, right? So 3 times 2 equals 6. 4 times 2 is 8. Because whatever you do to the numerator, you have to do to the denominator, okay, to get an equivalent fraction. Either way will work. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I now need for you to go on to Think Central and do the Chapter 9 review, okay? Do your best. You may use the book, okay? You're doing a fabulous job. Thank you.